Welcome, everyone, to the training webinar series Introduction to Eyefinity Encompass presentation. Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to your questions throughout the presentation. You can enter them by clicking on the Q&A icon on the right of your screen. My name is Linda Park, and it is my pleasure to be with you today to introduce Tammy Lynch. Tammy has more than 30 years of medical billing experience. She holds a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration with many certifications in software development. She trains at Eyefinity education conferences, on-sites, and hands-on sessions. In her free time, she likes to spend time with family, traveling, spending long days on the beach, and watching college football. She's known for her patience and flexibility. Welcome, Tammy.
Thank you, Linda, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you, everybody. Good morning. And today I'm very excited to share with everybody about Eyefinity Encompass. So we're going to go ahead and answer a couple of questions up front. What is Eyefinity Encompass? So a lot of questions, and the answer basically, we've combined our flagship cloud products, so Eyefinity Practice Management and Eyefinity EHR together under a new name and a brand, Eyefinity Encompass. This represents our education for evolution from individual products to an integrated platform approach, enabling us to deliver enhanced capabilities and innovations to practices of all sizes. So you can see on the screen, we have practice management, we have electronic health records, patient engagement, and analytics. For practice management, we are using our powers to essential your front office operations with efficient scheduling, seamless lab ordering, streamlined patient checkout, and comprehensive billing capabilities. We're going expanded retail features, support practice growth, and enhance promotions and multi-location management tools. Electronic health records, EHR, it enables efficient clinical workflows with intuitive exam charting, automated coding, comprehensive documentation, and built-in compliance safeguards. Single sign-on and seamless integration with practice management enhance overall efficiency. We're going to take a look at some of this here in just a few minutes. Patient engagement strengthens patient relationships through automated text messaging, smart appointment reminders, convenient online scheduling, digital prescriptions, modern payment options. These tools can help practices deliver service experience today's patients expect. And analytics. We're going to drive practice success with actionable business insights, customizable dashboards, and automated performance tracking. Real-time data helps practices make informed decisions about operations, staffing, and growth opportunities. So, what does this mean for you? We're going to make it easier. Obviously, it's a familiar interface. We are not redesigning this entire platform. The user experience that you're accustomed to will remain largely unchanged. There's no need for extensive retraining or workflow adjustments. Gradual improvements. Over time, you'll see incremental updates that strengthen the connection between clinical and the dispensary functions, enhance overall practice efficiency. While the immediate changes will be subtle, they're going to be gradual in foundation. So nothing really all at once. It's going to be very gradual. Continuous innovations. The work that we are going to enable us to introduce new features and integrations more seamlessly, always with the patient's needs in mind, and refined feature rollout. So we are when we're introducing new major features, we're going to roll them out to early adopters first. We're going to incorporate real world feedback before releasing updates to wider audiences. This is going to ensure that when new features reach you, they're already optimized for clinical use. You can see we've had that with a couple of things. We've done that with patient statements. We are asking for volunteers to help us now kind of walk through the system and give us your feedback so we can make those really good workflow issues that you're having, that you might have issues with. We want to stop that up front. So whenever you see those little boxes, click on it and sign up to be one of our people that you can test it. Okay, so let's get started. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to walk through some of the great features that are coming. One of them is already here. We'll talk about that as of today. But what I want to do, I want to let you know that these are they're like screenshots. We call them Figmas. So you may see some old logos, or you might even see where we don't refer to it as Eyefinity Practice Management or EPM. It's now Encompass. So please ignore those little tiny little maybe shouldn't be there. In the regular system, it will all be correct. First thing that I want to show, and I think everybody's going to love this, this is going to be a unified login. Basically, what we are attempting to do is we are going to make it so that your login for practice management will also log you directly into EHR. So we're calling it Encompass ID. You're going to see the new login screen. It's going to be the same regardless if you're in EHR or practice management. And I'm going to kind of walk through this. So I'm going to put in my username. I'm going to put in my password just like you would normally do. And I would click the login button. And you see that I'm here in EHR. And as I'm going through, I'm working, maybe I'm going to be in Rachel's account. I'm going to just click on Rachel's account. I can see everything that I want to know for Rachel. So what we're looking to do in the future is there is a blue button here. I'm going to try to see if I can get my mouse to highlight it. Otherwise, it's up to the right of Rachel's picture. It says View Patient Account. So what's going to happen is when I hit this button, it took me straight into Encompass, into Rachel's account. And from here, I could quickly find which section of her account that I needed to look in. If I needed to get back to EHR, we've put in a little box here. Again, right now we're calling it medical record, but it might change. But that little button there, we're going to put it, it's going to take us back to EHR. So it's going to allow us to go back and forth in from practice management to EHR with one click and not having to open another tag, log in with your username and your password, and click on the patient's first few letters of their last name to look them up. You can do it strictly here. Okay, that's one of my first most exciting things that I wanted to show you. Next, we are going to talk just a little bit about patient price transparency. This is something that they are working on. It's also known as guided shopping. Guided shopping, you're searching for a patient, you would select a patient, and we're basically going to preload a few shopping guides for you. This is all something that would be done in the office. The way this works is I just click a button and the screen's going to move forward. So I'm going to click here. Basically, what it's giving me is options for different types of exams and services, how much the patient should be expecting to pay that day. This again is going to load from the benefit record. These are going to be prices that would be loaded in here. You can change, insurance, make it no insurance. It'll obviously give you your retail pricing. It's just one to easily let a patient know if you want, let's say you want this frame versus this frame, this is how much it's going to cost. If you want your lenses single vision or progressive, it's going to kind of walk through and give you some pricing and let the patient decide, well, that's a little more expensive than I wanted to pay. What's my other choices? So walking through guided shopping, I'll click the button. You can kind of see where you're going to be able to just flip it easily to have no insurance and the pricing goes up. So you're going to be able to load these prices in here again in your administration. Okay, we're calling that guided shopping. Great feature there. Let's go on to the next one. All right, again, we're kind of updating this. So this is, if you guys have been into your practice management system today, this is the screen that you should be seeing now for your pricing screen. If you guys were with us, 3-4 years ago, we did a rewrite of the material order screen. So if you think about that, if you were here back then, we're doing the same thing with the pricing screen. Now they're going to look more aligned together. We're kind of giving that look and feel. Basically, what we did, we have made no functionality change. This is only a visual change. That is it. So there's no functionality change. You can still add an exam, add your frame, accessories, and so on across the top. Now you have your provider and the insurances stacked here going across the top. These used to be down in the bottom. You can see the ability to get your line and global discounts here. And then your frame, and if there was a frame, we'd have the name here. Same with your eyeglass description. So right now you click on the blue hyperlink, it would give you the information. We give you the quantity. We give you the retail amount, and then based on your insurance, what the balance is. So this is all something the patient can see. When they see the line through the retail and it looks like they're paying $190, it looks better than paying $368. We've made the little pen icons to get in there. You can go up, you can update, change as needed. We've moved the promise date on the right-hand side with the invoice comments. So again, basically, instead of a more elongated, this is more even across the board. You don't have to really scroll down. Everything I need to see is on this screen. I've got my order summary, and I can save and price my invoice right here. So a little bit more cleaner. It looks a little bit better as you're going through, and it's going to match up with future activity. So eventually we're going to be able to do a little bit more and kind of give some additional features in the pricing screens here. Okay. Let me check. My next one is analytics and insights. So those of you, this has been put in, everybody should have analytics and insights since I believe October of last year. Basically, this is the old dashboards. So we have redone those. We gave it a new look and feel. We're making it quicker. Dashboards sometimes took a little bit longer to load. We are making them a little bit quicker to load. My favorite thing is we are giving you filters, so choices. So before you ran a report, the report was what the report was. Now we're giving you the ability to add some filters. So if anybody's played in those analytic and insight reports, you know when you add to look at the overall spreadsheet, you can actually tell the system what you want to see. This is what it's supposed to look like in the future. Looks similar to this now, but we're still working on it. We are looking at adding a collections report. And this is the first one we're really working on. Basically, this report is going to give you a total collections of everything in the practice. Currently, you might be running 2 different reports. We're going to make this report so that it is much easier, quicker, one report. It's still color coded. We still have the graphs in here. It's still going to give you the information here that where you can come in and look. You can look at this by the summary. You can look by location. So we're not taking anything away. You still have the ability to do your dates. We're just giving you the ability to filter down more on it if you wanted to filter down a little bit more. Okay, so here's just an example. You can filter it by doctors. And the same thing as the reports do today. If you were to hover over these numbers, you would be able to see that amount also by hovering there. Okay, kind of a nice, I love these reports. They're really nice. And again, if you haven't had a chance to play with those, go in there and look at them. You can get some really good information. You do have to have security permissions. So if you open it up and the whole left side is blank or it's giving you the spin, make sure you have the security privileges in the administration. And then we have this coming soon. This is one of my favorites too. So this is going to be currently online forms. So currently, patients schedule something online and they get to the paper where they can fill out their information, medical history, anything that they need to fill out, lifestyle, things like that. It becomes a PDF document and it lives in the notes section of practice management. So that's how it is today. What we are looking forward to in the future is this little box here. We call this the PRC. It's the Patient Readiness Center. Basically, this is simulating a list of patients whom made online appointments in my environment. And what we're looking at it to do is we can see I'm highlighted on Chandler Bing's account. I've got his information here, and I can see there's this review required underneath it. So it's basically telling me his appointment is not confirmed. So it's given me the option to switch it to confirm and save it. It's telling me that my insurance review, needs to be reviewed. His demographics need to be reviewed. And this might be a duplicate patient of another. So it's kind of giving me these warnings. I'm just going to click my little button, review my demographics. Anything that is red is what was in the account. This is going to overwrite the red and it's making it green what the patient wants to change. So, he, I guess, was called Toby. Now he wants to be called Chandler. So he's asking to remove Toby and make his name Chandler. You can see he's got a new address on there. So again, anything in red is what is currently in the system. What's green is what the patient wants it to be changed to or is updating. You have the ability to accept and view, or you can just accept it. Once you accept it, it's going to change, and that will be the most current information inside of the account. When I accept and view the profile, I can still come in here and look. I can look at all the information. I can see that it's been changed. I can look at notes if I needed to. As I come across, here's my demographics. If I needed to update anything in demographics, it'll let me. I can add documents if I needed to add any documents. I could add his insurance if I needed to add any insurance. Okay. So now when it's going to make me click here, I can select, give me this little form here, and I can get my eligibility and authorization if I needed. So now, as you see, because I checked the insurance, it gave me a green checkbox. So my review is complete. My demographics, I've completed that review and I accepted them. This one here now, it's saying, hey, this might be a duplicate. Maybe it is. If I want, I can click this review duplicate button and it'll say, well, here's one for Chandler Bing and here is one for Chandler Bing. Something's different. I have two accounts. So from here, you can use our merging functionality and we can merge the patient that we want to merge. And now that section is gone where I had it, where it said I needed to merge the patient. So it's just a quicker way. This will replace the email that you get that gives you that list of patients that have used the online scheduler. So now it's very quick. You just kind of go through it. Obviously, if there are no changes, you don't have to worry about the changes. Nothing will be green or red. My favorite part to this, I'm going to click my button here. If it'll let me go. If you guys use EHR, this is going to look familiar to you. I'm going to use my EHR shortcut. And now, instead of having to print that paper, go into EHR, sign in, look up the patient, go in there and do all those updates. We are linking it so when that patient makes the update, it's going to automatically come over here to EHR. So those EHR users who are familiar with this screen, anytime a patient makes an update via the kiosk or the portal, it's the same concept. You're going to come in here, you would be able to see what the patient wants to do, and you're going to accept it, and then it'll go into the chart, or you're going to reject it, and it's not going to go into the chart. So this is kind of one of a very time saver, a huge time saver where somebody's not manually going back and forth and adding in those updates into EHR. Okay. And that is all that I have as far as what's coming, any new updates coming within the system. Are there any questions?
Hi, Tammy. No, it looks like we do not have any questions today. Just a reminder to everyone, if you have any questions, please enter them using the Q&A icon on the right of your screen. Okay, looks like we have not gotten any questions in, Tammy. Thank you. Okay, and with that, if you're looking for more training opportunities, check out our other learning options, which include documentation, tutorials, and walkthroughs, role-based training, additional training webinars, one-on-one virtual training, and on-site training or consultations. You can learn more at eyefinity.com/education. And I would like to thank you, Tammy, for your time and for the valuable information you shared with us today. And also thank you to everyone on the line for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. This concludes our presentation.